I think if we have any downtime, since they're playing some promos for 304, you know, we could talk about the Patty and Green or the 2 title fights just briefly if we have.
You're going to have to put on your best Scouse accent if you're going to talk about it.
that my good side?
Yeah. You look shocked though. I do a video and then I'll screenshot the best.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
We should maybe grab one of these.
The reach and trouble is going to tap. What a fight!
Yeah, I'll probably need it.
He's going to stop it. He's going to step in. Oh, he is hurt. Cody Rhodes just ended this fight.
The throne defended by the young Titan. Wow.
He gives him a Uriah.
Carly Chandler with an opportunity to tap out the gold medalist.
This time he's in trouble.
Bad spot here. The submission, Miguel Ceja.
Been an amazing night of fights. From top to bottom.
Welcome, everyone, to the historic Tachi Palace and a very special presentation for A1 Combat. I'm Johnny LaQuasto alongside my amazing broadcast partner, Corey McKenna. And you know, Corey, you know very well, every fighter, when they enter the cage for the very first time, they dream of eventually being recognized as one of the greats. And that is the case tonight for Alex Perez, Michael Mayday McDonald, and Joe Bad Mofo Soto. Very special presentation here.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like you say, A1 has really proven themselves as a platform for, you know, prospects and veterans alike, and I'm really excited for not just the card tonight, but also to see these guys get honored as they step in the cage to collect their award.
Absolutely. Storied history here. So many amazing fights, so many amazing moments in Tachi Palace, and these three guys were absolutely dominant throughout their careers. So without further ado, let's get to the presentation for the Tachi Palace Hall of Fame. We're going to send it right now to Garrett Furtig.
Fight fans, let me introduce to you the Director of Casino Operations here at Tachi Palace, Jacob Jeff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tachi Palace. It's my honor to be able to present the Tachi Palace Fights Hall of Fame, or Tachi Palace Hall of Fames. I apologize for that, Tom. But we've had numerous individuals be able to be honored with this award for their dedication and their hard work, their blood, sweat, and tears that they have brought to the casino, and all of their fans. And today is my honor to be able to welcome 3 more individuals into this really cool class of people. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce our first inductee into the Tachi Palace Hall of Fame. Michael McDonald was born January 15th, 1991. He has a combined record of 23 MMA fights with 19 wins and 4 losses. He trains out of Oakdale MMA under Professor Tom Theophanopoulos, and even has 2 brothers who trained with him as well. Who knows, maybe one day they will join the Hall of Fame alumni. Michael started his MMA career November 11, 2007, and made his Tachi debut May 8th, 2009. Most fighters start at Tachi in the WEC, but Michael started with the PFC, the TPF, and then he went to the WEC. A lot of the old MMA fans will know the story behind that. Michael fought here 5 times with the Tachi with a record of 4-1. He also won the Tachi Palace Fights Bantamweight Championship before moving into the WEC, UFC, and Bellator. Michael now is enjoying a peaceful life with his wife and doesn't have to worry about getting punched in the face for money anymore. It is an honor to welcome my friend Michael McDonald in the Tachi Palace Hall of Fame.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. It's been a while since I've been here, and it's always a pleasure. So, as my head coach, Professor Tom Theophanopoulos, says, although MMA is a solo sport, you don't get very far as a solo participant. You need a really good, solid team behind you. I just want to take a few minutes, please, to mention the key players in my team that have been crucial to my success. First and foremost, I have to thank Jesus for my salvation and my life, giving me purpose in everything that I have. Second, I want to thank Tachi Palace for their contributions to MMA and to my life. They've been, I really don't know of any organization other than these huge worldwide organizations that have had the same kind of contributions to the world of MMA that the Tachi Palace has. So we're very blessed to have them in our community. The Last Stand Fight team, especially my wrestler teammates who donated hundreds of hours to teach me personally how to wrestle, people like Rolo, Jordan, and Frankie, but every member of the Last Stand Fight team has been critical to my success. Our leader of the Last Stand Fight team, Professor Tom Theophanopoulos. I don't know where you are in the crowd, you're somewhere, but you and Lori have always treated me like a son, and even given me a place to live at one point, and I thank you guys so much, because it's very special to me. My in-laws, Karen, Ron, DJ, and Vicky, for always being the best in-laws ever and supporting me to the highest level. My little brother, Bad Brad, which is somewhere over there. This guy was always here for me whenever I called upon him. He was an incredible teammate, and he can beat me up on any given day. Love you, Bad Brad. My parents, for always supporting me from day one. When I was 14 years old and I said I wanted to be a professional fighter, they never once told me to have a backup plan. They never told me I wouldn't make it. Even when they were financially struggling, they made a way to get us to classes and be there for every single fight. I couldn't choose better parents to be there for me to chase these crazy dreams. My management team, Richard Goodman, Tom Call, and eventually Team Iridium. Without you guys at my back, there's no way I would be here today, especially Richard Goodman. You believed in me from day one of my professional fight, and you stuck with me to the end. Without Richard Goodman, not only would this entire place, this entire community not be as well off as it is in the MMA world, but my career would have never got off the ground. Richard, wherever you are, thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. You are very special to me. Finally, there are two people that stand head and shoulders over everyone else in regards to their contribution to my career. The first one is my older brother, Justin Bushido Kid Smitley. Not only was he the best coach and teammate that I could have ever had, but he was the best big brother ever. That guy would follow me into the depths of hell and fight off demons for me. He selflessly put in thousands of hours to help me succeed, and I love that guy. He's awesome. I love you, Just. Thank you so much. And finally, my wife, Rachel, sitting over here, my wife of 10 years. She nursed me back to health after 5 hand surgeries. You guys have no idea the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes to a wife of a professional fighter, from massive amounts of laundry, from three hard workouts a day, 5 regimented meals a day, massages, completely putting her life and her dreams on hold to support of mine. I am truly, truly blessed, and this woman never objected once to doing what needed to be done to get my performance to the next level. She was in the background working harder than anyone else in my life, and she got no recognition for it. This woman's a hero, and she's been the greatest blessing in my life. Thank you so much, Rachel. We did this together, baby. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
All right, once again, give it up for Michael McDonald. The next inductee I'd like to introduce, Alex Perez, was born March 21st, 1992. He has competed in the cage 34 times, racking up an impressive record of 25 wins and only 9 losses. He had 9 of those wins come by decision, hence his name, Alex the Decision Perez. Alex started his MMA career running through the ranks of the amateur circuit before going pro May 6, 2011 here at Tachi Palace Fights 9. He fought 13 times under our promotion before being selected for Dana White's Contender Series. That was his break into the UFC, and he is currently ranked number 7 in the world. I have been able to watch Alex grow in this sport as a man. We shed blood, we shed tears, and we traded punches with each other. It's awesome to see him become a full-fledged fighter, coach, and a trainer. But his biggest accomplishment I was able to witness is him becoming a dad to his son, Noah. And I also get to see and present and welcome my friend, my brother, Alex Perez, into the Tachi Palace Hall of Fame.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the tribe. Without you guys, I definitely wouldn't be here today. I want to say thank you to my team, Team Ochoa, where I started at here in the Central Valley, out in Lemoore, Coach Mito Morales, Coach Jacob Jeff. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting me through the ups and downs of my career. Right, my career hasn't been the best at times, but I appreciate all the support that Lemoore has given me. I want to thank guys like Michael McDonald, Joe Soto, Pablo Martinez, Mickey Martinez, Chad Mendes, Uriah Faber, those guys that came through this casino and fought through here. Without them, there wouldn't be an Alex Perez. Those are guys I look up to, and guys I still to this day look up to as fighters and as fathers, and just watching them grow as people outside the cage. Like I said, without them, there wouldn't be me. Big shout out to Coach Mito Morales. He might not be here, but if you guys know him, he's around. Without him, I definitely wouldn't be here. He would run practice at his house. And obviously, he wouldn't have to go anywhere, but he would come into town to pick me up day in and day out and drive me to practice and drive me back. Without him seeing something inside of me, there wouldn't be Alex Perez. I wouldn't be where I'm at today, fighting in the UFC, going from fighting outside in the parking lot at a pizza parlor, my first amateur fight, to fighting outside here May 6, 2011, to where I'm at now, being fighting for a UFC title and being in the top ranked. So without him, I definitely would be here. Another thank you to Coach Colin Oyama. Coach Colin Oyama, I had lost to Jared Papazian here. 2 fights in a row I had lost. And I had lost 2 fights in a row, and I was sitting in my hotel room here at time Coach Colin that, I think that's it. I've won everything. I've done a lot in my career at that time. And without him believing in me and taking a jump in faith in me, I wouldn't be here. He literally told me to pack my stuff up, head up to Southern California, and just give it a chance, give it one more go. And I did that. I fought on a Thursday night. Friday, I was up in Orange County. I was living at the gym at the time, and he opened up a fighter house and opened the doors for me and a lot of other fighters that's helped us get to UFC. Another big thank you to, obviously, my son. My son, he's right here somewhere running around, maybe being a menace, eating candy. Without him, a lot of this wouldn't be possible. Definitely, when they say you change when you have kids, he's definitely a big inspiration to me. And a big shout out to Jacob Jeff, actually. If you guys don't know, me and this guy used to train together. He was the first guy to actually help me cut weight. Well, sit outside the sauna, eat and drink while I'm inside cutting weight. But he was there the whole time. Before I learned how to punch, he was the first guy to let me punch him in the mouth without a mouthpiece. So I want to say thank you to him. Thank you to Richard Goodman and also my management team, Jeremy Luchow, Jason House, Lance, and Jacob. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Just thank you guys for the support. I love representing the city of Lemoore in the UFC. I love it every time when they ask me or they put my name on the screen, it says Lemoore, California. I'm proud to be a part of the Central Valley. I'm proud to represent the town. Thank you guys.
One more time for Alex Perez. One bad mofo, Joe Soto. Joe Soto was born March 22nd, 1987. He has competed in the cage 25 times, compiling a record of 18 wins and 7 losses. Joe is also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Dave Terrell at NorCal Fighting Alliance. Joe started his MMA career June 16, 2006 and made his Tachi debut July 18, 2008. He competed in both our organizations' Palace Fighting Championships and Tachi Palace Fights. His Tachi record is 7 wins and 1 loss, and he also won the Tachi Palace Fights Bantamweight Championship. After his last fight at Tachi, Joe stepped in as a last-minute replacement to fight TJ Dillashaw in the UFC. Soto went on to fight for the UFC for 4 fights before calling it quits, and now spends time with his wife and children and training a new batch of fighters. I have had the honor of sharing the mats with Joe on several occasions, and all I can say is that he has prepared me to survive in prison. If anybody has rolled with Joe, they know what I mean. It is an honor and privilege to welcome my friend Joe Soto into the Tachi Palace Hall of Fame.
Nice card, Alex. To see Alex's card up in here. First of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Pushing me and helping me get through these battles of life, not just in the cage and outside the cage. So thank you, Jesus, for helping me through the way. I also like to thank my dad, John Soto. He's here today. I think he's back here. If you guys give him a round of applause. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. He's helped me, financially when I was coming up as a fighter, very broke, fighting for $300. I want to thank my mom. She's no longer with us. She's up in heaven. Thank you, Mom, for everything. I thank my brothers for pushing me, making me a fighter that I am today. Just want to thank everybody here at Lemoore. Lemoore is and Tachi is a second home to me. I feel very comfortable here, even though I'm nervous right now. I loved fighting here. I love the Valley, all the fighters from around the Valley. It's such a great atmosphere. Thank A1 Combat, Jacob Jeff, for having me. Now my coaches, high school coaches, Tim Vanny, Coach Jay, Julian Palomino, college coach, Luke Moffitt, Jiu-Jitsu MMA coach Dave Terrell, giving me that black belt, and Colin Oyama for helping me out. When I got into the UFC, helping me out, get some wins finally. Managers Tom Call, Richard Goodman, Jason House. Thank you for helping me along the way. I appreciate everybody here, supporting MMA in the Valley. We appreciate you guys. And I appreciate all my teammates. Poppies Martinez. Everybody know Poppies? Come on, hey, give a round of applause for Poppies. One of my best friends and favorite teammates of all time. Just everybody. I thank everybody, and I appreciate it. It's an unbelievable feeling. Hard to believe still, because I remember coming here as a high school kid and watching the fights and saying I was going to be up there one day. And, not to be in the Hall of Fame at Tachi Palace, I don't take it for granted. It's a big deal to me. And I thank you guys.
Well, there you have it. Congratulations to all 3 legendary fighters who essentially began their careers here at Tachi Palace, all had dominating runs in Tachi and continued to move on with their careers and with life. Alex Perez, Mayday McDonald, and of course Joe Soto and, well, Jacob Jeff right now. Hold on a second.
Thank you guys for allowing me to take up some of your time here. choosing these individuals for Hall of Fame is not an easy task. It's very. We have a great list of fighters that have came through here, and it's hard just to pick a couple of them at a time. But I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate you guys' support, and thank you on behalf of the Santa Rosa Rancheria, the Tachioca tribe, all of our members, and our community. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us, and enjoy the show.
All right, the Tachioca tribe has done so much for mixed martial arts in this area. Corey, I believe well over 300 fights have occurred right here in Tachi Palace over the years, and we have some amazing fights coming up tonight. Following the Hall of Fame, we do have one prelim fight coming up momentarily, but right now we're going to take a look at the card for tonight. On the main card, we have 6 fights, top to bottom. Truly going to be amazing. Let's get right to the title fights, Corey, because, you know, we have 2 of them. We have a vacant featherweight championship. Congratulations to the young Titan Ernie Juarez. He's moving on to Contender Series, so therefore there is a lot to gain for Eric Sanchez and Bruno Souza.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that fight in particular. You know, both guys are veterans of the sport. They've fought on the likes of, you know, UFC, Bellator, Cage Warriors, you know, World Series of Fights, now PFL. Like, they've really got a lot of experience behind them as they come in here tonight, and I really think we're going to see a true display of full mixed martial arts here.
We certainly will. 7 finishes for Eric Sanchez in his career. Souza coming in with a very impressive record of 12-3, tremendous endurance. And once again, main eventing, we got Christian Avalos, the Land Shark. He has done everything possible to prove himself over the course of his career. He has a 100% finishing rate, and he's looking to main event once again and looking to defend that title for the 2nd consecutive time. But Sam Alvarez, the Alley Cat, he comes in on a 3-fight win streak, 6 finishes in his own right. This is going to be a very entertaining main event.
Yeah, exactly. Again, like, I think it's going to be a great way to close out the card. Both guys have great finishing power behind them, and both guys are hungry to get this belt. I'm really excited for this card. You know, we just came off of A1 last week, which had pretty much all finishes all night, so I think we're in for another night of exciting fights.
No doubt about that. And, you know, speaking of the lightweight division, the lightweight title is at stake, but we also might have a bit of an eliminator fight in the lightweight division in our feature bout. Brandon Olson is taking on Anthony Figueroa. You know, Figueroa's last time out, he actually fought for the title. And Olson feels like if he can get another victory tonight, that he might be next in line, depending on what happens in the main event. So a lot of fun for that one as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that's going to light a fire under Figueroa and Olson's, you know, behind them, because, like you said, like, they're going to get to come out there, put it all on the line, and then tonight they're going to see if they can get in with a shot too.
And on top of that, we also have bantamweight action. We have catchweight, 165 and 160. And we're going to kick off the main card with a featherweight bout. But still to come, we have a prelim bout for you that's going to feature, let's see here, Martin Sandoval and Herminio Gutierrez. It's going to be featherweight action. But without further ado, I think we are about ready to go, as Garrett Fertig, our ring announcer, is making his way up to the cage. But once again, 7 p.m. Pacific tonight, live on UFC Fight Pass. It will be A1 Combat 23. But right now, do not go anywhere, because we have an amazing prelim featherweight bout waiting for you. But at this very moment, following the Hall of Fame, let's kick it to Garrett Fertig.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first fighter, Martin Sandoval.
Following an impressive 4-1 run as an amateur, Martin Sandoval is now making his 3rd trip to the A1 Combat Battleground. He's looking to have his hand raised for the first time. Previously competing at A1 18 as well as A1 21, took on Blake DeCourcy and Chris Paez respectively. But Corey, he feels right at home at Tachi Palace. His entire amateur run was with 559 Fights. Very impressive run there, 4-1. He realizes, though, starting off at 0-2 tonight, kind of a must-win for him.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm sure he's going to come out here looking to put a stamp on it and get back in that win column. But, you know, like I say, he's early in his career. He had an impressive amateur career, and he's got nothing to lose stepping in here tonight, you know what I mean? So I'll be excited to see what he's bringing to the table. I'm sure he's been away making those changes with his team, and he's going to be a different fighter as he steps in tonight.
And that's exactly what he told us yesterday. He said, you know, my mental focus has been much stronger for this camp compared to the previous 2 fights. And his strongest base is wrestling. He says he would prefer to take Gutierrez down and dictate the pace, but that remains to be seen as Martin Sandoval enters the cage for the prelim.
And now, Lamore's own Hermino Gutierrez.
As the A1 faithful are filing in for the main card, strong reaction to the hometown boy, Herminio Gutierrez, training at Team Oyama right here in Lemoore, California. Impressive amateur record, 3-1 before turning professional, 0-1 thus far as a pro. And this is a battle of former 5'9" fight stalwarts. As once again, he went 3-0 as an amateur, but he also has performed here before in Tachi Palace, but in a different way, Corey. He said it's a dream to fight here because when he was in high school, he served food and drinks to fighters. He worked over here at the Coyote Cafe. So he wanted to be a fighter his entire life, and he dreamed of it while working here in the casino. And tonight, he gets to fight in the cage in Tachi Palace.
That's definitely a great story. Like you say, he's definitely getting done what he wants to do. But just to touch on, also, like he might be 0-1, but his loss is to Ernie Juarez,
yes,
who we touched on earlier. You know, he's moved on up. He's fighting the Contender Series, so he's already tested himself against arguably, you know, the best that we've seen in the A1 cage. So, you know, like, not a knock on him. I'm sure he's going to be coming in here to looking to get his first pro win, and I'm sure it's going to fill him with confidence seeing people that he's already competed against moving on to that next stage.
And I'm glad you brought that up. That fight was 19 months ago. You know, Juarez's ascension has been amazing. He's now 8-0, moving on to Contender Series. But Gutierrez told us yesterday, he said that was an extreme education being in there with Juarez 19 months ago. And since then, he's dealt with multiple injuries and some setbacks. So he has been waiting for this moment, and he feels like it's fate that brought him back to Tachi Palace. So we are now ready as Garrett Vertig will get us rolling.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tachi Palace here for Uriah Faber's A1 Combat 23 Prelims. We're set now for 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. We introduce first the blue corner. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing 146 pounds, holding a professional record of 0-2 early in his professional career. He represents Matt Mechanics from Porterville, California. Please welcome Martin Stoogies Sandoval. And now we introduce his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing 145.6 pounds, making his A1 combat debut, 0-1 as a professional. He represents Team Oyama from Lemoore, California, Herminio Jr. Gutierrez. Your referee, Milanese.
All right, let's check out the tail of the tape as we are about ready for this prelim bout for A1 Combat 23. Gutierrez coming in 30 years of age, Sandoval at 29. Both fighters here looking for their very first win. Bit of a height advantage for Sandoval and just about even in weight as we are underway for this featherweight prelim bout. Nice rangefinder there by Sandoval.
Gutierrez doing a good job of coming out and controlling the center of the cage here. But neither guy are waiting around. I don't see much of a feeler time. They're both coming out active, pumping that jab, looking to find their range. But I do like the Gutierrez. Oh, beautiful takedown entry from Sandoval.
Excellent single leg. Speaking of both of them yesterday, they were both very clear. They were not going to waste any time. They wanted to make an impression. Fighting here, very important to both of them, especially Gutierrez. And Sandoval, though, certainly in control early on. Looking to lock in a bit of a guillotine, but now up against the cage.
Yeah, beautiful job from Gutierrez to bounce straight back up to his feet there on that takedown. You know, there was some heavy blows on the break. So, yeah, both guys not hanging around here tonight.
Both Gutierrez and Sandoval consider their strengths to be wrestling. Well, Gutierrez said he would really like to keep this fight vertical. Nice takedown.
Beautiful job from Sandoval. And that's the problem with coming in so aggressively. You know, Gutierrez has landed some big strikes, but it allowed Sandoval to get under that, you know, that heavy overhand and get that takedown. But he's doing a great job of bouncing straight up to his feet, and that's going to tire Sandoval out. You know, he's constantly having to take him down. He's not able to control him. Great job from both these guys so far. We're only not even 2 minutes in. Beautiful knee.
Yeah. Jab found a home, knee found a home as well. Sandoval. Certainly effective thus far. 2 for 2 on takedowns as well.
Ooh, beautiful kick there from Gutierrez. Sandoval has to be careful. He nearly ducked into that kick there, so he's definitely got to, you know, go back to setting up those takedowns with his hands or looking to time them under the strikes of Gutierrez.
Gutierrez switching stances frequently as well.
Heavy lead hand. I'm not sure if you can hear this on the stream, but I can hear those strikes connecting right there. It's both guys are throwing with some power.
Absolutely. Also a special night for Sandoval because in the past he's actually trained with newly minted Tachi Palace Hall of Famer Joe Soto, so very excited to be fighting in front of him. And his brother Joey Sandoval is going to be competing for the 5'9" lightweight title coming up very soon.
I know I touched on at the beginning how Gutierrez came out and held the center, but Sandoval's doing a great job really coming into this round. Like, there's a lot of composure from him as he's slowly starting to take over the center of that cage and he's starting to pick away with his kicks.
And Gutierrez, the calf kicks are starting to land as Sandoval switching up a little bit as well. This is our one prelim bout tonight for A1 Combat 23, going live 7 p.m. Pacific on UFC Fight Pass. For A1 Combat 23, featherweight title now vacant. That's our co-main event. And the lightweight championship will be at stake in the main.
I like the footwork of Gutierrez. He's doing a good job of moving in, out, switching stances. Beautiful. He used that level change to set up that uppercut, giving Sandoval something to think about.
Like you said, Corey, a lot of power behind these strikes.
Gutierrez ate that straight right. Mouth guard went flying.
Oh!
Beautiful takedown. Wow.
That's exactly what Gutierrez needed. We're in the final minute of round 1. It's been a 19-month wait for Gutierrez to get back in the cage. He's had injuries, he's had opponents pull out, but fighting here at Tachi has certainly a dream come true. What an uppercut by Sandoval. Nice.
These guys are throwing with some heat here tonight. Tough round to score, you know. Both guys had success with the takedowns, not really able to control on the ground or really fire any offense. Obviously, Gutierrez did have a little bit more control time right there, but wasn't really able to land any offense. Yeah. And both guys had a lot of success on the feet. You know, I'm really impressed with both guys here. I might be getting a bit distracted by the action, but it's definitely a fun fight.
Well, Sandoval had a couple of takedowns early on, but Gutierrez had a very strong finish to that round. But both fighters really throwing hands tonight. Some damage being done to both as we go back to check out some of the action here. And a lot of aggression there. There's one of the early takedowns by Sandoval. And that knee found a home at the bottom of the chin as well. Like you said, Corey, very difficult round to call.
Yeah, both guys are really capitalizing on their opportunities, you know what I mean? Like, Sandoval did a great job of landing, like, the knees and the short-range strikes and the clinch. Same with Gutierrez, you know, every time they broke, he was firing. And, yeah, non-stop action from both these guys in this first round.
They're both in the same situation, looking for their first professional victory. Sandoval 4-1 as an amateur, Gutierrez 3-1. Both well known in the 559 Fights organization, but now under the spotlight in Tachi Palace. full weekend of action for every mixed martial arts fan. Of course, we're on the eve of UFC 304, stacked card tomorrow. So we're underway here in round 2.
A lot of movement from Gutierrez from the break. I wonder if that's, you know, under the advice of his corner team, coming out fresh here. Backing Sandoval up to the cage. Ooh.
Certainly trying to keep Sandoval guessing.
Yeah, and I think you have to with this style. You know, Sandoval's very composed. He's kind of picking away as he comes in, landing those big, heavy kicks. You know, he's throwing the teeps to the face. So I feel like footwork is definitely where Gutierrez is finding that success.
Again, Gutierrez really looking to control center here.
The Gutierrez corner team calling for that leg kick, saying it's there all day.
He's landing a lot of calf kicks early on.
They both are. Those are going to hurt them. Oh, that was a brutal kick. Nice. I'm really loving the striking here. You know, they've both done a great job of working in their takedowns, and I would obviously love to see that continue. But as far as striking goes, this is a beautiful display to open up the night. Beautiful fake. There's that fight IQ that people talk about often. You know, Gutierrez, he slammed some of those kicks in there. He got them in Sandoval's head, and he started faking them with just a little knee lift, making him bite on those fakes. It's going to start opening up other opportunities for him, like, say he does want to start wrestling,
yeah,
you know, landing his other offense.
Gutierrez weathered the storm early on. Now Sandoval. Ooh, another calf kick landing square. Finds a home as Gutierrez goes in for the kick.
Beautiful shot from Gutierrez. And he needs to really try to control this to, you know, get his wits back under him. But both guys just having a hard time controlling one another. They're both doing it. But that's not a knock on them. You know, it's just a testament to their opponent's defense and ability to get straight back up.
Gutierrez, credit to him jumping right back to his feet because that right hand certainly shook him. Oh my.
Heavy blows from the Sandoval.
Just over halfway in round 1.
That right hand connected again.
Now Sandoval marching forward with a combination has Gutierrez up against the cage, and Corey, a number of strikes have really landed for Sandoval.
Yeah, beautiful takedown. Honestly, I think Sandoval could have afforded to maybe land some more striking offense. I'm not sure Gutierrez is quite recovered here. He's got to be careful hanging onto that neck. He's in the position for a Von Flue. And I do think Sandoval is trying for it. He looks like he's digging in that shoulder pressure. Looks very uncomfortable for Gutierrez here.
Difficult angle, but yeah, it does look like that may be the case.
Beautiful display of skill here from both guys. You know, like we mentioned, there are not many fights on their professional record, but both of these guys are way outperforming what they say on paper, you know?
Absolutely. Final 90 seconds of round 2. The lone prelim here for A1 Combat 23. And
not much defense from Gutierrez here. I know he's giving the thumbs up, but he's in that Von Flue position. He's eating away the clock. You know, he's losing this round. I'm not 100% sure how the first round went. And he tapped.
That'll do it! That'll do it! Martin Sandoval was looking for his first win as a pro, and how about doing it with a Von Flue choke? What a performance in this prelim bout for A123. Corey, you know very well about the Von Flue. Take it from here.
Yeah, and that's the problem with that position. You know, he's giving the thumbs up, and then all of a sudden it's just too late. It's one of those chokes where it comes on slowly. It's a slow burner, and you've got to stress urgency in those positions. You can't just be comfortable with eating up the clock and just hoping that either your opponent gives up or, you know, the timer goes. You've got to stress urgency in those positions because you never know if you're going to be okay, and in this circumstance, he was not, you know. That Von Flue was deep. Hats off to Sandoval for staying relentless with it. Many people probably would have gave up on that position, and yeah, very impressive from both guys. I know it sucks that, you know, Gutierrez was not able to get that first pro win in here tonight, but both guys had a phenomenal display of skill.
Oh, tremendous performance by Gutierrez, but I was about to ask you in the moment, how difficult is it to stay patient when you have someone in the Von Flue? Because like you said, it's a slow burn.
Yeah, definitely. When I actually fought Miranda Granger and I got the Von Flue, I was about to go. That's what I'm saying. Like it's very common to want to let it go, but hats off to Sandoval.
And this really was the beginning of the end. A strong right hand landed for Martin Sandoval, and from there he was able to get Gutierrez down for the rest of the fight. And what a performance, what a first professional victory for Stugie's Martin Sandoval, as we are going to send it to Garrett Fertig to make it official.
The Von Flue choke brings on the tap. Official time, 3 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by submission, Martin Stugie's Sandoval.
What a moment for Martin Sandoval. Congratulations to him. Tremendous performance by both fighters. Powerful strikes from both, and then it ends with a Von Flue as Corey McKenna is going to get a word with the victor.
Okay, I'm here with your winner. Your first professional win. How does that feel?
Feels good. I needed to get that first win, you know. First 2 wins were rematches, so I was kind of happy for someone that I didn't know, you know, haven't fought yet, so it feels good to get that way.
That was a phenomenal display. You had some very impressive wrestling exchanges, some great striking. Was that the game plan coming in here tonight?
Yeah, I think I stayed a little more calm than my first 2 fights. First 2 fights I wanted to get in, get out, so this one I was expecting to be a war, you know, go all 3 rounds. So it just worked, and it got it sooner than I thought, so it worked out good.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank here tonight?
All my family, all my wife, Jolene, my 3 babies, Porterville, California, and shout out to Mad Mechanics. The rest is coming up. We're the best club in Porterville.
Congratulations, this is an amazing fight.
Martin Sandoval making everyone at Matt Mechanics in Porterville, California very proud. You know, he did mention to me yesterday, flat out, I am more mentally focused than I've ever been. I learned so much from my 2 losses to start my career, and as you can see right there, the patience, the perseverance, and obviously the power, the Von Flue choke, leading Martin Sandoval to his first professional victory. But this is just the appetizer for the evening, 7 p.m. tonight Pacific. A1 Combat 23 live on UFC Fight Pass, much like UFC 304 tomorrow. Closing out the night with 2 title fights. We have the same for you tonight. The vacant A1 Combat Featherweight Championship is on the line, as well as the Lightweight Championship.
I realize it's an hour from now.